Skol, Vikings fans, are you ready for the 2025 season to ignite? The Minnesota Vikings are rolling into Week 1 with a seismic shift at quarterback, and all eyes are on J.J. McCarthy, our 2024 first-round pick. This kid's got the keys to a 14-win roster, but can he handle the heat of the NFL spotlight? When the Vikings traded up to snag McCarthy at number 10 overall, the plan was clear. He's our franchise quarterback, the guy to lead us to that elusive Super Bowl. But a torn meniscus in last year's preseason derailed his rookie campaign, forcing him to watch from the sidelines as Sam Darnold lit up the stat sheet. Now, with Darnold gone to Seattle, the stage is set for McCarthy to prove he's the real deal. Here's the kicker. The Vikings front office is all in on this 22-year-old phenom, and we're just days away from his first start against the Chicago Bears on September 8th. Will he silence the doubters? Or will the pressure of a Monday Night Football clash in the NFC North prove too much? Stick around as we break down why this season could be McCarthy's breakout moment. Last summer, Vikings Nation held its breath when J.J. McCarthy went down with a meniscus tear in his right knee during a preseason game. 2 surgeries, one in August to repair the damage and another in November to address swelling, kept him off the field for his entire rookie year. Talk about a gut punch for a kid who was ready to take the NFL by storm. While McCarthy rehabbed, Sam Darnold stepped up, throwing for 4,319 yards and 36 touchdowns, leading the Vikings to a 14-3 record and a playoff berth. That success raised the stakes for McCarthy, who's now stepping into massive shoes with a fanbase hungry for more. The question is, did that year on the sidelines make him stronger or leave him rusty? Vikings news has been buzzing with updates on McCarthy's recovery, and the reports are glowing. He's stronger, bigger, and reportedly ahead of schedule, with head coach Kevin O'Connell praising his progress. What do you think, Skol fans? Is McCarthy ready to turn that setback into a comeback? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Vikings legend Dante Culpepper is throwing his weight behind J.J. McCarthy, and when a franchise icon speaks, we listen. In a recent Betway Insider interview, Culpepper said he spent 3 weeks with McCarthy and was blown away by his skills. That's right, folks. This isn't just hype. It's a Hall of Famer's seal of approval. Culpepper raved about McCarthy's accuracy, ball placement, and the zip on his passes, saying he's got the athleticism that Michigan's offense didn't fully showcase. He's primed to have a great year, Culpepper declared, and you can feel the excitement in his words. Imagine what that means for our Vikings offense with weapons like Justin Jefferson and Aaron Jones. But here's the big question. Can McCarthy live up to this praise in his first real test against the Bears? Culpepper's seen what we haven't yet. McCarthy's leadership and work ethic behind the scenes. Are you buying the hype, or do you think he needs to prove it on the field first? Let us know below. Mark your calendars. Vikings fans, September 8th, 2025, is the date. J.J. McCarthy's first NFL start comes on Monday Night Football against our archrivals, the Chicago Bears at Soldier Field. This isn't just any game. It's a primetime NFC North clash that could set the tone for the entire season. The Bears, led by Caleb Williams, are looking to make noise after a mixed 2024, and their revamped defensive line will test our upgraded defensive front, led by Jonathan Greenid and Josh Metellus. McCarthy, meanwhile, faces a Bears defense that's hungry to rattle a young QB. With the whole NFL watching, the pressure is on. Vikings news reports that McCarthy's been limited in preseason, with just 8 dropbacks, completing 4 of 7 passes for 30 yards. It's a small sample, but his poise under pressure has coaches buzzing. What's your prediction for this game? Will McCarthy light up Soldier Field, or will the Bears defense give him a rude welcome? Hit the comments. Let's talk about the weapons surrounding J.J. McCarthy, because, Skol fans, this offense is stacked. Justin Jefferson, the best wide receiver in the NFL, is back from a hamstring injury and ready to dominate. Add Jordan Addison, T.J. Hawkinson, and running backs Aaron Jones and Jordan Mason, and you've got a dream team for any quarterback. Bleacher Report called this the best defensive ecosystem in the league, and they're not wrong. The Vikings also bolstered their offensive line with Will Fries, Ryan Kelly, and first-round pick Donovan Jackson, giving McCarthy the protection he needs to shine. This isn't just a roster. It's a quarterback's paradise. But here's the catch. With great talent comes great expectations. Can McCarthy sync up with these playmakers in Kevin O'Connell's timing-based scheme, especially with limited reps due to injuries? What's the one matchup you're most excited to see in Week 1? Drop it in the comments and let's get hyped. Head coach Kevin O'Connell isn't just a play caller. He's a quarterback whisperer, and he's got a plan to make J.J. McCarthy a star. O'Connell's offense is built to be QB-friendly, with quick reads and playmakers galore, but it demands precision. McCarthy's been soaking up knowledge from O'Connell all offseason, and the results are starting to show. Vikings.com reports that O'Connell's been deliberate in McCarthy's development, using mental reps and film study to make up for his lost rookie year. Even with stars like Jefferson and Addison missing practice time, O'Connell's confident McCarthy's ready to lead. That's the kind of coaching that turns potential into production. So, Skull Nation, how much faith do you have in O'Connell's system to unlock McCarthy's potential? Is this the year we see a new franchise QB rise? Or will it take time to gel? Share your thoughts below, and let's keep the conversation going. J.J. McCarthy isn't just a quarterback. He's a leader, and the Vikings proved it by naming him one of 8 team captains for 2025. That's a bold move for a guy who hasn't played a regular season snap, but it speaks volumes about his impact in the locker room. Dante Culpepper called it the it factor, and teammates are buying in. Culpepper noted McCarthy's work ethic and dedication, saying it's contagious and earns respect. Whether it's grinding through rehab or building chemistry with guys like Justin Jefferson, McCarthy's all-in approach is rallying the team. That's the kind of QB you want leading the charge. But leadership is only half the battle. Can he translate it to the field? With captains like Jefferson, Harrison Smith, and Aaron Jones by his side, McCarthy's got a support system to lean on. Who's your favorite Vikings captain this year and why? Let's hear it in the comments. Let's address the elephant in the room. The Vikings could have chased Aaron Rodgers this offseason. The 41-year-old MVP was reportedly interested, but Minnesota slammed the door shut, doubling down on McCarthy. That's a gutsy call for a team coming off a 14-3 season. Rodgers ended up in Pittsburgh, and while he's still got talent, his elite days might be behind him. The Vikings, instead, traded for Sam Howell as a backup and kept their focus on McCarthy's long-term potential. Vikings news suggests this was about building for the future, not chasing a short-term fix. What do you think, fans? Did the Vikings make the right call passing on Rodgers, or should they have gone for the veteran spark? Drop your take below, and let's debate whether McCarthy's ready to outshine the legend. McCarthy's preseason action was limited, but what we saw was intriguing. In his one game, he had 8 dropbacks, completing 4 of 7 passes for 30 yards. It's not a stat line that screams superstar, but his poise under pressure and a slick 18-yard pass to Jordan Addison showed flashes of brilliance. Vikings.com highlighted a 4th-down scramble where McCarthy escaped a blitz and picked up the first down with ease. That kind of athleticism and decision-making has coaches like O'Connell excited, even if the sample size is small. It's a teaser of what's to come. So, Skull fans, what did you make of McCarthy's brief preseason showing? Are you encouraged by his mobility and accuracy? Or do you want to see more before you're sold? Hit the comments and let's break it down. Not everyone's drinking the McCarthy Kool-Aid. Bleacher Report's Christopher Knox called him a potential bust for 2025, citing his lack of experience and the sky-high expectations after Darnold's 14-win season. That's a tough pill to swallow for Vikings fans. On the flip side, ESPN's Dan Orlovsky and FS1's Jason McIntyre are all in, with McIntyre predicting the Vikings could reach the NFC Championship with McCarthy at the helm. Jim Harbaugh, McCarthy's college coach, also believes he's the guy to bring a Super Bowl to Minnesota. Talk about a polarized debate. Where do you stand, Skull Nation? Are you with the skeptics who think McCarthy needs time? Or are you riding the hype train to the playoffs? Drop your predictions below, and let's see who's ready to chant Skull. After Week 1, the NFC North is a war zone, and the Vikings are walking into a lion's den with McCarthy at the helm. The Bears, Lions, and Packers are all gunning for the division crown, and Week 1 against Chicago is just the start. This division clash will test McCarthy's mettle early. Chicago's revamped offense, led by Caleb Williams, is a wild card, but their defense could exploit McCarthy's inexperience. Meanwhile, the Lions, with their explosive offense, and the Packers, with Jordan Love, loom large. Vikings news notes our upgraded defensive line could be the X-factor in these matchups. What's your take on the NFC North race, fans? Can McCarthy outduel Williams in Week 1 and set the tone for a division run, or will the Bears steal the spotlight? Share your thoughts in the comments, and let's get ready for battle. Missing his rookie year wasn't just a physical setback for McCarthy, it was a mental marathon. Spending 2024 on the sidelines, he leaned hard into film study, learning O'Connell's offense and dissecting opponents' schemes. That's the kind of prep that builds a franchise QB. Vikings.com reports McCarthy traveled with the team late last season, soaking up the NFL experience even from the bench. He's called it a head start on the mental side, and his confidence is sky-high heading into 2025. That's the mindset of a winner. Do you think McCarthy's year of mental reps will pay off, or does he need live game action to truly grow? How much does preparation matter for a young QB? Drop your thoughts below, and let's keep the Skol spirit alive. The Vikings front office, led by GM Kwesi Adofo-Mensah, isn't just thinking about 2025, they're building a dynasty. Drafting McCarthy at number 10 and surrounding him with elite talent shows a commitment to long-term success. This isn't a rebuild, it's a reload. Vikings news highlights how the team bolstered its roster with veterans like Adam Thielen and Carson Wentz while adding young stars like Donovan Jackson. With McCarthy on a rookie deal, the Vikings have the cap space to keep this core together for years. That's a recipe for dominance. What's your vision for the Vikings' future? Fans, can McCarthy be the cornerstone of a Super Bowl run? Or are we still a few pieces away? Share your dreams for Skol Nation in the comments. Skol, Vikings fans. This team isn't just a roster, it's a family, and J.J. McCarthy's leadership is bringing us closer together. Dante Culpepper said McCarthy's got that it factor as a leader, and his teammates are rallying behind him. That's the kind of vibe that wins games. From Justin Jefferson to Aaron Jones, the Viking stars are buying into McCarthy's work ethic and preparation. His ability to earn respect in the locker room, even after missing a year, shows he's got the intangibles to lead this team to greatness. It's not just about throws, it's about trust. How much does team chemistry matter to you, Skol Nation? Do you think McCarthy's leadership will translate to wins, or is it all about execution on the field? Drop your thoughts below, and let's build the hype for September 8th. Here we are, Vikings fans. The 2025 season is almost here, and J.J. McCarthy's ready to take the NFL by storm. With a primetime showdown against the Bears looming, the stage is set for a new era in Minnesota. Are you feeling the Skol vibes yet? From Culpepper's glowing endorsement to O'Connell's quarterback-friendly system, everything's lining up for McCarthy to shine. The Vikings roster is loaded, the coaching staff is elite, and the fan base, you guys, are ready to roar. Let's make US Bank Stadium shake this season. So, what's your final prediction for Week 1? Skol Nation? Will McCarthy lead us to a statement win over the Bears? Smash that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, subscribe for more Vikings news, and share this video with every fan you know. Skol Vikings!